What's going on YouTube and cryptocurrency family? My name is Harry and I'm the Crypto Vet. Thank you for tuning back in. This is going to be a quick video. I'm still not feeling the best, but I appreciate everybody's kind words while I've been trying to get better, and I don't believe it was COVID. I think I just had a cold or something like that. But I wanted to make this video today to kind of give you an update on how the market is going as of right now, and also go over and remind people that here in 4 days the Spark airdrop will occur. So if you have any questions on whether or not how to get it and all that, hop into the Discord, links in the description, just let me know, and I can kind of point you in the right direction or maybe answer your questions. So basically, as long as you have it on a participating exchange, you will get the token as long as it's in there. 1-to-1 drop of Spark to XRP. So if you want to stay up to date on this information, please follow me on Twitter at XRP Veterinarian, where I post updated information from Flare Networks, XRP News, and tons and tons of other things. But let's go ahead and get started on CoinMarketCap. We kind of had like a little bit of a drop, nothing serious while we're in this consolidation phase. Bitcoin's at just under 19,000, XRP just below 60 cents, and then Ethereum is around 580. Been trying to figure out what to do ever since it had the ETH 2.0 launch. Our biggest gainers, Monero, up to 140. And our biggest losers, still not that many, but 8% with Waves and Horizon. But alright, so let's go ahead and just come here. This is the weekly chart for Bitcoin. And if you saw my tweet, I posted that on Sunday we were really close to setting the highest weekly close that we've had on Bitcoin in history. And we did. So if we put a line right where we're trading at right now, was the actual close of the weekly high back in December of 2017 and 2 weeks of December 2017, and right now we closed it at around 19,400. This is very bullish, guys. This is long term, and I know everybody wants to know what's going to happen right now and all that, but if you're getting into crypto to make money in the short term and you don't know how to look at charts and do all this stuff on your own, you're most likely not going to make very much money. Most people buy at the top and sell at the bottom. So if you're thinking about getting out because Bitcoin's dropped a little bit, please don't. Just stop watching it for a while and just let it sit. You'll be better off in the long run, I promise. But this here, having a weekly close this high is very, very, very bullish. Having a little bit of retracement and coming back down, very possible. If we come back and look at the bull run we had back in before 2017. So this is started in, well, it started way back there, but let's just say it started in April of 2017. We started here on this light blue and dark blue line, which is the 20 weekly exponential moving average and the 20 daily exponential moving average. We followed the daily exponential moving average. If we dropped below it, we had good support on the weekly exponential moving average, and we stayed at the top of the Bollinger Bands this whole time. And this is on the weekly chart. If we come back to where we are right now, we came down here, we touched the weekly exponential moving average, we got back above the daily, and we've been riding this all the way up, staying at the top of the Bollinger Bands. A lot of people are saying we're overextended and we have to have a correction. Very possible. I am one of those people who thinks that we will have another little drop before we go up. But the only reason why is because we're hitting that psychological level of 20K, and a lot of people who have not been in profits on Bitcoin or have a lot of money, they know that that is a good place to sell. And when it gets down and people who aren't familiar with the market will dump their money, like, I'm out of this Bitcoin's a scam, they'll be right there to buy it back up. An example would be MicroStrategy, who's now, this guy bought in around 10K with $400 million worth of Bitcoin, and now it's at 19K. He doubled his money in a couple of months. So big institutional investors, they're getting into this because this is a way to get out of the dollar, which is going to be absolutely worthless in 10 years at the way we're printing money, and this is a way to just hedge against that. Okay, so definitely think we're in a bull run. Lots of good news coming out. There are going to be days, maybe even weeks, where we just slowly come back down, but Bitcoin will prevail in the long term. So here I still have my, I can get rid of this line now. This was my projected of the exponential moving average, which it did follow pretty well. This was my ideal buy zone, which I said in my other videos may potentially never happen. And then I also had 2 yellow lines where I would try to buy in at in the future if they came down. Like I said, may not ever happen, but it was something that I was prepared for if it did. If we move into the daily here, and I went ahead and threw on the EMA ribbons here. Bitcoin came down, found good support on the 50% on the Bollinger Bands, as well as the top of these EMA ribbons. So yeah, we could easily come back down to, say, 18.3, 18.4, and still be very, very, very bullish here as we go. So let's go ahead and just zoom in a tad and where we're at. We had our previous high where we came up, and then where we almost set a new all-time high, we got a huge rejection. Bitcoin came down, was bought up really, really fast, and you can see on this teal line here, blue line, whatever, this was the daily exponential moving average, found good support and got back on top of it really, really fast. Didn't quite hit my limit buy, but like I said, it was just in case we got that low. My bags are already packed. We had this nice move up where we set a new high, and then we set another all-time high, and this is on Bitstamp. We didn't quite make it to 20K, but across the board we made it above 19.8, which was an all-time high everywhere. And now we've been in this consolidation phase. My theory on this is that we are going to stay sideways for a little bit, and only reason why is because right now US and other places in the world are going back into lockdowns, and you know, there's more fear joining into the market. The more fear there is, the less people are wanting to put money into something that is as seen as risky as Bitcoin is. You know, if you're watching the channel, you've been invested, you've learned about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and you're not scared, but people who don't know about it, they are. So, you know, you have to take that into account, which is why I still think that we will have a drop to the downside. You know, a nice move to the upside would put us up to, you know, around $22,000, $23,000, but the longer we consolidate here sideways, the more volatile that move will be. Well, with the way things have been going, and if history repeats itself, we have a high tendency, in my opinion, to go down, even though this is a continuation pattern, symmetrical triangle, more of a chance to go up. The thing is now we're still in a pandemic, and you know, a continuation pattern at this point only tells us so much. So this is why I've been sitting out on the trades, and I haven't actually been trading any of this at this point. I've just been kind of waiting to see what happens. And this is what I would recommend for anybody who, this is not financial advice, just a doctor/idiot, but you know, right now I still think that if we did come back up to 20K, we would probably hit another and make this a really nice double top on the 4-hour versus just having these really too close, and then we would see a drop to the downside. The nice thing is, though, is we have lots of support down here, and you know, we could potentially come back to test the weekly exponential moving average, but that may not happen. There's just a lot of support below it here. So that's kind of where I think we're at on Bitcoin. We're just gonna have to watch and wait and see. You know, I know this video is not going to make a lot of people too happy because everybody wants this to go to the moon, and I agree. I want it to go there yet. It's just, it's not ready yet, in my opinion. Same goes for XRP. If you follow me on Twitter, I've been posting this here and how close XRP is to shooting up and potentially going to $1. Especially with the Spark airdrop coming here in 4 days. A lot of people are going to buy the rumor and sell the news, so I could definitely see us coming up to around $1 right before the 12th, and then XRP seeing a huge correction back to the downside, even potentially back down to around 40 cents. Even worst case scenario, we get back down to around 33 cents. But this scenario only plays out is if Bitcoin holds steady, because if Bitcoin drops, XRP, altcoins, everything will drop with it. If Bitcoin shoots up, XRP will shoot up along with it, but not in as great a way if Bitcoin doesn't hold at the greater price, right? So, you know, right now, XRP, just technical analysis wise, is most likely going to break up with a potential price target of $1. But again, this all relies on Bitcoin. So I'm sitting here waiting. If it does head back down to 34, 35 cents, I will just accumulate more, because once Bitcoin recovers, XRP, Ethereum, and other alts will recover tenfold. So that's going to do it for this video. I'm going to go back to getting some rest. Sorry I haven't been on Twitch and YouTube as much, but I'm still updating the Discord and answering questions on Twitter. So if you're not following me on any of those, you know, please get on there, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.